Hi everybody, it's Veronica with Lector Helper. Hey, I don't know what's going on with his hair, so don't even ask. Let's take a look at the readings for the 25th Sunday in Ordinary Time. We're going to hear first from the prophet Isaiah in the first reading. He's calling the people to turn away from their sinful ways and return to God. And so this message obviously is so relevant to us in the pews today. So in the first few lines, I highly recommend increased levels of eye contact. Like I'm talking to you in the pew right there. Seek the Lord while he may be found. Call to him. And then the message from the prophet gets a little more bold. He starts calling people out. Let the scoundrel forsake his ways, and the wicked forsake your thoughts, that type of thing. And then the voice of the Lord comes in. And so in this moment, I want you to think about something. A lot of people kind of fear God, not like the good, holy fear of the Lord. Like I'm talking like the shaking in my boots, he's not approachable kind of scary fear. Ooh, God, how can he forgive me after everything I've done? He's just got lightning bolts for me. But the prophet Isaiah shows us that God is compassionate. And the way that we do forgiveness and the way that we think isn't the way that God does forgiveness. And that's not the way he thinks. So we need to kind of let that come through in the readings. I'm going to read this kind of the way I'm thinking I would read it. And you please pick and choose what works for you to get this message across. Here we go. A reading from the book of the prophet Isaiah. Seek the Lord while he may be found. Call him while he is near. Let the scoundrel forsake his way, and the wicked his thoughts. Let him turn to the Lord for mercy, to our God who is generous in forgiving. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, nor are your ways my ways, says the Lord. As high as the heavens are above the earth, so high are my ways above your ways, and my thoughts above your thoughts. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. In the second reading, we're going to hear from St. Paul speaking to the Philippians, and he brings up kind of this dichotomy between life and death, and he kind of shows this whole thing that Christians might look a little weird because we don't see death as something that's necessarily lost. We see death as gain. It's kind of something we long for. So let's take a peek. A reading from the letter of St. Paul to the Philippians. Brothers and sisters, Christ will be magnified in my body, whether by life or death. For to me, life is Christ, and death is gain. If I go on living in the flesh, that means fruitful labor for me. And I do not know which I shall choose. I'm caught between the two. I long to depart this life and be with Christ, for that is far better. Yet that I remain in the flesh is more necessary for your benefit. Only conduct yourselves in a way worthy of the gospel of Christ. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. Hey, so kind of separate the difference between life and death in that second reading. Hey, dear lector, I appreciate everything you do and your parishes do, I am certain. I just have to show you. I don't know if you heard it, but I'm trying to do this video and do stuff for the kingdom to help out parishes. And my dog, he's just sitting here chilling the whole time and he's licking himself. Seriously, get a job, right? Okay, just kidding. He can't get a job. I hope you have a great week. Take care.